It's on.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and has taught us his truth, and also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect out there laboring truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth, understanding and the bent of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and this is a portion of the GMS Boston camp. I'm the brother Karab with the brother
Dawad
And Tazu Yas.
All right, and we're here in the elder brother Dawad's garden. All right, and he's just gonna give us a run through of some of the things that he had planted. All right, some of the crops that he had planted, and also give us a tour of the garden.
A rundown of some of even the wild things that is growing in the garden. People call weeds that you can eat.
That's right. And
For instance, this one here.
Yeah, that's the first
We
one.
look at it as a weed, but it's edible. You can cook it with your onions and garlic and different things, and it's edible and it's nutritious and it has vitamins and minerals and trace elements in it that is good for your health.
Hey, I'm gonna bring out a quick precept because the title of the lesson is gonna be "Food is the best source of medicine." All right, and we're gonna bring out Genesis 1 and verse 11, and I'm gonna read a verbatim. It says, "And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself
yeah.
upon the earth, and it was so." Verse 12, "And the earth brought forth grass and herbs yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruits, whose seed was in itself after his kind, and God saw that it was good." All right, and that's going into, once again, the seed. All right, in the process of it. All right, it was meant for food. When you jump down to the 29th chapter, it's like in 29th verse, it says, "And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat."
That's right.
And then we come to this one. This one is called sage. Sage here is something that is very good for digestion. It's good for your stomach. It's good for if you have pain in your stomach, you can just chew a little of the leaves, swallow the juice, and your pain will be gone.
EGs.
We have beans here. Another one, there's a bean. And then we have parsley. Parsley is a herb that we use in cooking. It's very good for seasoning meats and even vegetables if you are a vegetarian. Yep.
I got another precept real quick. This is Psalms 104 and 14. "He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth."
That's it.
So we have
This one here is onion. Onions.
And these are like regular table onions.
Yeah, the regular table onions. Both the red and the brown onions.
okay.
These are red and brown onions. The brown ones are in the back. The red ones are in the front. The red ones are in the front. The brown ones are in the front. The red ones are in the back.
I like red onions.
There you go, kid. Come in on this. This is Swiss chard. It's a mild vegetable, very, very tasty and very nutritious. Kale. So a lot of the guys like green juices.
Yeah, smoothies.
Yeah, smoothies and that sort of thing. You can put this in your smoothie.
Yep.
Cabbage.
That's tasty. Right there, cabbage. A little bit of shredded carrots.
Cabbage. Beans.
And the beans, they
Side here.
the beans they grow in abundance.
Yeah. On the side here you have basil.
Right here.
Yeah, basil. It's a natural insecticide for your plants. You can plant it alongside your tomatoes. It would prevent the tomatoes from getting insects, bitten by insects. And you can make various things with it that you can use to season your food, or even to as a paste that you can put on your bread and that sort of a thing. Pesto.
What kind of beans though?
Those are Roman beans.
Roman. That's the white ones, the flat.
No, the ones that have when you they're flat, but when you peel the seed, the beans, the seeds inside are speckled.
Speckled beans.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to know this information, you know, especially when it comes to identifying certain leaves, certain plants, all right, to eat. You can look at the leaves and study them so you know what you're dealing with your cross.
I don't know exactly what this is called, but this is also an edible weed.
And all weeds can be sauteed or stewed down.
Not all of them. Some of them are poisonous.
Poisonous. But no, just the edible ones that you pointed out. Oh yeah, the lemon mint.
Yeah, this is another sage right here, right?
Yeah, that's a different variety of sage.
All right. How you doing?
This is the same variety as that one.
That's mint right
That's
there.
mint.
This is good for the tea.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm all
I've
right.
been seeing you sometime.
Yeah.
This is also mint as well.
I'm in
right?
here. This is
both
it.
sides.
This is it.
Yeah, you get that mint tea. You don't need the tea bag. You can just get these, have them dry out, and you know, put it on the stove. You know, boil it some water.
Yeah.
You add a little bit of honey or whatever it is that you add.
This is callaloo. This is bigger callaloo than. I mean, those are not ready yet, but those are callaloo.
They turn into big flowering.
Head over to
Beets and onions.
Oh, this is the beets right here.
Yeah. We've spoken of those already. The beets and onions. Zucchini over there.
Yeah, I want to get that. You can see it growing inside. That's how the onion looks before it goes on your table.
And if you look here down into
Yeah,
towards
I
the
got it.
dirt, you can see it actually is getting big. So when do you know when the onions is ready to get pulled up? When it actually
they would fall back on themselves, and the leaves would become sort of a yellowish.
okay.
The tops would become sort of a yellowish and then fall back.
So what's this right here?
Those are flowers.
Yeah.
Regular flowers.
Those flowers. I don't know the names of those. I don't know the names of those flowers either. But those are flowers. They're planted in the garden so they can attract
the bees.
insects.
Yeah.
Bring the
They need the
bees, the different insects that help pollinate plants. That's the reason for them being in the garden.
Strategy to it.
Mm-hmm.
See the maker knew exactly what he was doing.
Right.
He put everything together so that
The attraction can happen.
the attraction can happen, the pollination can happen, and we can have the food that is necessary for us to eat.
Yeah. These are sunflowers right here.
Yeah. Oh, sunflower down this.
It's down there too.
started to look like very bad. So you can get all the way back to the gate.
Let's go this way and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
come.
Come back this way. I can grab a quick precept as we walk. This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach 38:1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which he may have of him. For the Lord had created him. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of a physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Lord had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor it. So yeah, this is all medicine.
This one here is another thing for attracting butterflies. It's called milkweed.
Milkweed.
And
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah,
that
if you-
too.
If you pick the leaf, you can see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that's I think that's good for digestives too.
I'm not sure about eating it, but I
You
know
can't eat it. Can't eat it, but I think it's like milk thistle or something like that.
No, it's good. It can be for pain medicine. You can take the leaves, grind them, put them in water, boil it, and that the
elixir.
the liquid that you get from it, you put it in a bottle or something, store it away, and if you have pain on your body, you can just
Rub it on it. Yeah, not to be digested. Used as an ointment.
That's broccoli.
That's how broccoli looks.
Yeah, that's how broccoli looks before it flower.
Yeah.
And the broccoli, although people broccoli, it is the flower of the broccoli that you eat. It is the flower of the broccoli that is nutritious.
We have here as well.
What is that?
Celery.
Those are celery. Yeah, that's celery.
The bees working.
This is the scallions.
That's scallions.
That's scallions.
You got more
Those
kale
are
in
the
there.
onions.
And there's big table onions right there.
That's kale over here. That bed.
Yep.
That's a bed of kale.
Because kale, the leaf is always look crunched up. It looks all like bunched up.
You have different types of kale because that one over there also is kale.
Yep.
That's called Tuscan kale.
That's also kale.
Okay, yeah.
What's this? Tomatoes?
Yeah, tomato.
Yeah, Tuscan kale is good too. I like that kale. Like you said, the flowers again.
Yeah, they got bees all in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, doing what it's supposed to be doing. You know, show you the use.
What the hell is?
This one right here in the middle.
I keep forgetting the name of that thing. But this, you can make tea with those. That's something you make tea with.
It's not dandelions. That's like daisies maybe.
No. Hello. Come a minute. You know the name of those?
Is that chamomile?
Chamomile.
Chamomile. Yeah.
That's chamomile.
Thank you, miss. Chamomile tea.
Those you make tea with.
Yeah.
Seen it out the
Chamomile.
box. They got the box.
Chamomile tea. Yeah.
That's chamomile there. That's watermelon. Watermelon there.
What, the patch right here?
That little patch there.
Yeah.
Watermelon. This one there, chamomile. Chamomile over there. Those are weeds that encourage butterflies also.
Very attractive. Yeah. Nice little lavender color.
day when we went walking was the first time I seen a butterfly in years.
A different variety of keel from the other two that you've seen.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one has more of a purple hint to it.
Yeah.
That's nice, but it still has like that bluish greenish type of coloring, just like the other one.
It's like fluorescent.
Yeah.
Fluorescent purple.
Because you have the other, see the kills right next to it. This one,
Yeah.
kill as well. So. Yeah, that's beautiful.
And the whole middle there, that's garlic.
Right here.
Flowers. All these are attraction for the insects. Those are red cabbage.
Cabbage. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So that's same thing.
No, that's lettuce. That's red lettuce.
Okay.
That's lettuce. That's cabbage.
Red cabbage look good.
Yeah.
Then behind it, what's that behind it? Regular. That's callaloo. In the back.
So
No, that there's Swiss chard. That's over there, Swiss chard.
Chard. You got the zucchini plant.
You got zucchini in the back. You got a few corn growing.
Yeah, they do have the corn. It's on the corner right there. Yeah, man.
This here is for the same purpose but also for beautification.
Yeah.
Same purpose to allow insects to
Come and pollinate.
come and pollinate. I do this too. That's flowers. These are mostly dahlias. I got them planted here for beautification.
Yeah, attract more bees. The bees that seldom are seen now because of the chemicals that they spraying in the air.
Got a reasonable amount of tomatoes here. Some are a little bit bigger than the other.
And you got your the basil next to the tomatoes again, right here.
The basil is planted close to the tomatoes so that they can prevent insects from getting to the
From eating it, yeah.
because they're natural insecticide. That's natural insecticide. You don't have to, if you're planting your garden and you know the different plants that can deal with insects, you wouldn't have to use chemicals in your garden.
If you lived in the woods and you plant mint next to your edible, plants or whatever, deers won't eat it. They don't like the taste of mint, which is crazy too.
Garlic in the back, beans here, chili peppers there.
Where?
There's a chili right there.
That little line right here. Give me some chilies. But they want to take all this away. They don't want people to have gardens and all that anymore. They already have, legislation against it. In the time of trouble, they can come in here and just rip up this whole place.
Yeah, they also monitor what you're doing as well.
Well, yeah.
Keep an eye on it for you.
Yeah, that foreign thing behind there.
Yeah.
You can walk on the edge here. and go over there. That flowering thing is thyme. See the one with the purple flower?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Right here. After the purple bush, right? You gonna walk down there? Yeah.
That's what I'm touching.
Yeah, I see it.
That's thyme. This guy here is a type of cassava.
Melon.
Yeah, it's a different type of cassava, not like the one that grew up like the tree.
Yeah.
So Dawad, quick question: How long have you been in agriculture? How long you been doing this for?
From the time I was 15, I've been in agriculture.
And it's a thing on the islands to do this anyways.
From the time I was 15. Before that, I used to do agriculture with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
In 11, but on my own from about 15.
That's years and years of experience.
And this part ain't even
No,
got nothing in it. It's coming though.
They gotta dig up
The clumps and stuff like that.
those things.
So remember you had mentioned last year was kind of a bad year.
Yeah.
But how's this year looking when it comes
No,
to?
this year is looking fairly good.
Okay.
Things are growing much better
Yeah.
than they were last year. Different people have different ways of doing their garden.
Oh yeah, that.
See, different people have different ways of doing their garden.
But it's to keep the moisture content.
Some people are lazy. They don't want to do the pulling of the grass. That's a garden that's been planted just recently.
They put whole plants in there? Yeah, they put whole plants in there.
Yeah. Planted recently. They got callaloo. They got those look like collard greens. They got peppers. They do something that I wouldn't do in my garden. They got strawberry.
Oh no.
I wouldn't put strawberry in my garden.
It bring all type of insects.
Not only insects, it take over. The
Oh,
roots go under
it's a
and
vine.
come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go under and come up, under and come up. So before you think, if this garden is here for if this person is in this garden for say 2 years, and they keep that, most of this would be a strawberry.
Yeah. They have no space.
So it'll grow wild.
Yeah, just keep growing.
Yeah, they already take.
That's lettuce. That little patch there is carrots. You see that little patch there?
Mm-hmm.
Carrots. That's flowers to attract bees. Tomatoes here. Tomatoes there. Aniseed.
That's it.
Aniseed. It's called by another name here in this place. Fennel.
Fennel.
Aniseed, fennel, one and the same thing.
I said I know those leaves. That's what I was saying in my head.
This is a flower. It's called cosmos.
And what is it?
It's a flower.
It's just a flower?
Yeah, just a flower. Something for attracting insects. It's called cosmos. That I don't plant in my garden either because they take over.
It's like a weed.
Yeah. Just keep growing.
And they'll hop all over the place. This is, what's this called again? Lemon mint, right? That's lemon mint.
Yeah.
The taste is very potent too.
Yeah, it tastes
You
like
can
lemon.
taste the leaf and it tastes very strong, like minty, but it also has that lemon hint to it.
Yep.
Those are beans. I think those I'm not sure what type of beans those are. But these are the same beans like I plant.
The Roman beans.
The Roman beans. Those are Roman beans. Lots of people plant a lot of beans.
Seems like beans grow easily.
Yeah, if you plant them at the right time. If you plant beans at the right time, you get
It's like a whole kale section.
yeah, that's kale.
Looking
Probably
good.
love a lot of kale. Make a lot of smoothies. You got some cabbage in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And right over in the back there, pak choy, or what you call Chinese cabbage,
Bok choy.
pak choy, right in
here.
the back.
Yeah, I see it. Got the stir fry section right here. That's what that is. Stir fry section.
Call it the stir fry section.
Yeah.
Zucchini, collard greens. Those are collard greens. That's a different variety than the one I have over there. It's collard greens.
Everybody like collard greens. That's one of the known foods.
I don't like how most people cook collard greens. I cook
Yeah.
collard greens different from most.
We like them alive. We don't like them dead.
Yeah.
Down south, that's how they cook. They cook the hell out of a collard green down south.
You gotta let it
Hey.
cook for like 4 hours.
Yeah, and drinking the juice. You
The
might
juice-
as well
the
just
juice have
drink.
all the thing in it?
Yeah. Yes, that's a bad habit that our people haven't quite fixed as
How
of
do you
yet.
call it?
And they cook it with abomination too.
Yeah,
The swine.
the pig foot or hog jaws or whatever. But it's good by itself, just lightly stir fried, you know. Garlic.
Nice and neat.
Yeah, that's nice.
Collard greens.
Beans. Oh, that's that grass.
Peppers, tomatoes, garlic.
You know, another beautiful thing about a garden too, you can trade, different fruits and vegetables that comes up from your crops. Like if you got something
Yeah.
that somebody else has something that you want, you can make an exchange.
What's this? Like this
Wow.
parsley.
We use
That's
that's
parsley.
parsley here.
Mhm.
That's parsley. And you have some basil over there.
Yeah, right here.
Basil.
Oh, y'all got a tree section over here too. What's
It's
these?
not just tree. Those are apple.
Apple tree.
Yeah. Apple trees.
I ain't never seen a lemon tree up here.
No, you don't have lemon up here.
Yeah, they
Lemon
never
won't grow.
grow.
That's apple. That's apple.
Lettuce right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lettuce. A whole section of lettuce.
Damn, somebody gonna sell that to the store.
Yeah, exactly. Farmer's market.
Yeah.
Lettuce and a few peppers.
And
What
peppers.
what kind of pepper?
I don't know what peppers were.
Like would it be like a green pepper, red pepper, or like
Those look more like hot
Hot
peppers.
pepper.
hot
Peppers.
peppers? Okay. Oh, there's the apples right here. You can check them out. Some of the apples on here. I'll get an apple straight off the tree because it's going by me.
They got what type of apples they are too right here. No, that's onions. Yeah, somebody put that up in there. I thought that was a sign for the tree.
I haven't been this deep into the garden.
Doing something over here. This is vegetables, Dave?
Hmm?
This is Dawad. This is vegetables?
That's tomatoes. Who's that? It's an African guy.
He does this.
Yeah.
You know, in the middle over there. That's one of the techniques of not dealing with that grass, that wild grass coming up.
Well, you can't deal with wild grass coming up with this thing. Because as long as you have a hole in it,
It's gonna come out of that hole.
see there?
Mm-hmm.
And this little thing here, this little guy here, it's called porcelain. Porcelain. And you
Okay.
can eat that. That's very high in omega-3.
Wow. See, from a plant.
Yeah, this is very high in omega-3. It has more omega-3 in it than what you get from the fish thing.
The salmon.
Yeah,
Wow. That's from a plant.
yeah, omega-3. And not only a plant that most people consider a weed.
Yeah. And that's most of the time growing up here in Babylon, you don't know what anything is because they're not trying to teach you that, you know? So we need elders around like Dawad, you know, to take you on a walk through this garden, man. Start making yourself familiar with plants and stuff like that, man. You know?
Yeah, it's funny. You ask children about milk, chocolate milk.
Yeah.
You ask them about chocolate milk, and the children, instead of understanding that it comes from chocolate and milk, they say the chocolate milk comes from a brown cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's cucumbers. The
Whole thing.
thing, cucumbers.
And they grow like a vine on the ground
Yeah.
too, right?
I got a quick precept of mine so I could go to Hosea 4:6 because you had mentioned that, you know, about our people
Lack of
being
knowledge,
destroyed
yeah.
for lack of knowledge. Which,
Yeah.
not having problems pulling it up, but I'll quote it. You know, the scripture says, "My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge," and you know, that's because, you know, we're not learning the things that we need to learn. You know, the scriptures, you know, gives us the instructions on how to deal with you know, the earth. You know, how to deal with the people. You know, what I'm saying even how to your walk in life. You know, and if you're not following it, guess what? You know, you're gonna ultimately destroy yourself. You know, the scripture says, I'll bring this piece up out real quick. It says, Isaiah 24 and verse 4 says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah.
Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. That's because they left off of the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai in his proper way of how he had created the world everything in it. You
That's
know,
right.
they left off of it.
Take a picture of this. This is purslane. This is purslane. That's the one I tell you that has more omega-3 than the fish oil. Purslane.
You heard it here first. See how it looks.
You're not learning this in school.
So you need that omega-3, and you can get it from that plant source. You know.
That's right, and that's why you have.
I use this in my salads.
Okay.
It's considered a weed, but most people don't know that it's good for you.
Yeah, it's popping up everywhere over here.
It's everywhere.
What's these right here?
That's beans. The same type of beans that I tell you, the Roman beans.
Yeah.
This was planted much earlier than I planted mine. So
That's a good source of protein right here.
and if you mix your beans, the protein is even better.
Mm-hmm.
Mix the different variety of beans.
Yeah. It's a salad, tabbouleh salad with garbanzos, the red beans, and there's one more bean in there. Forget the name of it, but all that mixed together with tabbouleh, man, that's a high impact.
Not only high protein,
Yeah,
but it's a protein that will give you all the different things that is needed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a high impact salad.
You had Dawad, I remember you had made the rice and the beans with the different beans.
beans,
Yeah.
And see, people,
He's also a great cook too.
yeah, like when you mix this stuff, like in the island, this is why there's not no real obese people in the islands, because if you eat all this natural protein and omega-3 but you mix it the right way, it gives your body a higher rate of energy. You know what I'm saying? It boosts your metabolism too. Somebody they did the thing. What they doing there?
What the hell is that plant? I know the name of that plant. I just remember it offhand. But
Is it edible?
yeah, it's a Middle Eastern plant. It's a plant that grows in Israel and in the Middle East. It bears a fruit. And that fruit is very good for you. I think I even think I heard that it's good for cancer also.
It's not dates or anything like that,
No,
right?
it's not it. It's in that area.
In that,
It's that type of a plant. America used to import it, but they stopped importing it.
yeah, because
the
anything,
fruit.
anything that fights cancer in America,
They used to import that fruit, but they stopped importing it.
yeah. If it fights cancer in America, they don't want it here. Because that's $1 billion industry for America, to rob people
and this
of their life and their money.
Strawberry.
Strawberries in the back.
Right there. That's strawberry.
Yeah, it do grow like wow. Wow. It's all over the place. I smell it. You smell it?
Red and green cabbage and collard greens. Red, green cabbage and Hosea collard greens. That's garlic. Those are almost ready.
So same thing goes for this when it starts to fall, when the plant starts to fall.
No, the garlic just get the leaves get yellow.
on the top.
Yeah.
And it's a bulb down there. When
And
you
it-
pull
yeah.
that out, it's a
The
bulb.
garlic, yeah.
They got everything in this garlic
Yeah.
garden. Everything. Tomato plants.
I'm the person that teach everybody in the garden here to plant garlic.
Yeah. But people wasn't planting it before.
No, they weren't planting it before. They didn't know how to plant garlic. They didn't know when to plant garlic.
So how long does it take for the garlic to come up, Dave?
The garlic, you plant the garlic in late October or early November, up until about the 15th of November. The garlic would stay in the ground, take root, but not grow. The winter come, the snow cover the ground, and the garlic, when the spring come, the garlic would be among the first plants that would come up.
Start shooting up.
Yeah, among the first plants that would come up, and it would not be ready until about late June, early July, and August. About that time, that's when it would be ready.
Almost like 8 months.
You gotta get a head start with that one.
And garlic, you know, there's a lot of properties to garlic
Yeah.
for healing.
Those here carrots. So it's
Carrot tops.
yeah, the carrot, but the tops of the carrot. You know the tops, the green part. It contains a certain amount of arsenic. You're not supposed to eat the tops of the carrots.
Nope.
It will poison you. Those are beet. Soil is bad for the beet. And probably they're wetting it too much.
It's been sitting there too long.
Yeah. That's tomato here. Now, in my opinion, I think there are too many plants in this box.
It's strangling each other.
Too many plants. If there were less plants, they would have you'll get better fruits.
And it yield bigger.
The fruits will be bigger.
You can see it right here. The beginning stages.
That's an old lady who lives in my building whose garden I take care of. She got some collard greens, some callaloo. The collard greens are here. It's callaloo, parsley, kale, Swiss chard. I planted a few of them for her, but when she came, she did not understand what was good for as plant and everything, so she removed most of them. One of the Swiss chard remained.
They came up.
Tomatoes,
Onions.
the rest of them tomatoes.
This is onions right here.
It's an overgrown onion. This is about the same thing here. Those look like broccoli.
Yeah, it is.
Broccoli, squash. I'm not sure what type of squash it is, but those are squash. And they look like different types of squash.
Yeah,
because
it's
this
not
is
the same. Yeah, different leaf patterns. It's like that big one that's on over here. That one. That's an owl. Yeah. It's right in the middle of the hood. And to tell you the truth, it should be families out here, you know, getting, you know, interested in this type of stuff.
Hello dear, how you doing?
Okay.
You're back?
I'm got this to get some scallion and go.
Okay then, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can definitely do a part 2, Lord's will. When you pull up everything, you get everything
And
together.
he showed people.
We'll show what comes up. The walk can give us a run through it. All the crops that he yield. Pulled up. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing, man, to learn this, to get this knowledge, man, get the information.
See
and
the
learn.
lady come to the garden to get some scallions to go season her meat.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's how it's supposed to be. You gotta go to the store to go pay Esau when you can just go to your own garden.
And grow something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Esau is
And
not
it's
afraid.
fresh, too.
They are being a failure. It's not what Esau is afraid of, because he facilitates failure. What he's afraid of is that black folks, Israelites in particular, being successful.
Yeah.
If
And not
we're
needed.
successful, he know he's gone.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to prevent us in every way from being successful.
That's right.
Job 9:24.
Yeah.
The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And then above that is the curses, you know, the curse that we got to go to him and want of all things, you know. But, you know, if we eliminate him and us being a borrower from him, or, you know what I'm saying, needing him, then what good is Esau? He's going to tear himself in anger even more and destroy himself, man. And that's what you see happening right now. He's destroying himself because the rest of the known free world that's been riding on his coattail is about to reject him.
That's right. That's what you do with a man that is not profitable, man, that's not helping you. You get rid of him.
That's right.
You know, get him out the way, because he's no benefits to you. And that's why ultimately we lean on Yahweh Shemel Shah, because, you know, he helps us with the increase. You
That's
know,
it.
he gives the increase. And speaking of that, I grab another precept. This is Ecclesiasticus 38 in verse 6. And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works, which such doth he heal men and take away their pains. It says, of such doth the apothecary make in confection, and of his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth.
Mm-hmm.
My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, and he will make thee whole.
Yeah.
All right, so Yahweh Shemel Shah is who do the increase, you know. Even with you taking the herbs and taking the things that you need, you know, first and foremost, you got to pray over it and ask the Lord to heal you, you know, to sustain you. And guess what? You know, if you believe in it, you know, believe in Yahweh Shemel Shah that he will do it, it's going to be done.
That's it.
You know?
There is one other thing that I always ask people, if they know the relationship between man and plants. It's called, the relationship is called symbiotic.
Yep.
That means one cannot live without the other. The basic thing about man and plants is that man breathes in oxygen and breathes out carbon dioxide. The plants breathes in carbon dioxide and breathes out oxygen. So we are dependent on each other.
Harmony.
Yeah.
Harmony,
And the Heavenly Father has done a marvelous thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
This is man's best friend too,
Gone.
the plant.
That's right.
And Esau, you know, chopping down whole forests and everything like that in the Amazon. This man is a madman, and he's going to continue to do wickedness until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai puts him down, man, like the rabid animal that he is.
That's why the scripture says in Isaiah the 14th chapter that the fir tree is going to rejoice.
Con.
You
Yep.
know, and also, and I believe in the book of Romans, it's the 8th chapter, it says, for the earnest expectation For basically they're waiting for the creatures are waiting for the manifestation of Yahweh, the sons of Yahweh Shema Shai, meaning waiting for Israel to be back in power, under Yahweh Shai, so that the earth can go back to how it's supposed to be, how it was in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, even the trees would rejoice when that guy's out of power.
Exactly.
Even the trees, because he keep cutting them down
Yeah.
all the time for no reason.
Yeah, so we can end it off there. Once again, Lord's will, we get a part 2 of when you get you start pulling up the crops, and we can go through the various crops to show you the end result, the end product of it. And yeah, man, we pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. The spirit power Yahweh Shema Shine first. And before when we end off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Makakadash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again, who rule well and taught us this truth, and also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. And with that, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba,
Abba, Abba,
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.
Shalom.